So I hope my voice is audible to each and everyone. Just let me know until whether my voice is perfectly fine or not. Okay. Let's begin with where we left. Okay, so let me just have a look at. Okay, so let's continue. So, hey guys, and welcome to the channel. In today's lecture, we will be continuing with our pocket ID application. With our home screen, the basics part where you can see that we just and hello John, then what's new, and a very basic browser was there, right? What we have to do here is we have to continue with our home screen and we have to make sure that all the elements which were left should be added into it, right? So let's start with that part. What we're going to do is, like, as we have created here a heading container, we are going to still create another container right here, and we are going to name the container as quick things. Okay. This quick thing will be helping us to get proper, navigation, which we can use it multiple times. Okay, so I'm gonna call in a container here and give that container as quick links. Okay. So quick links, and the quick links will be having 2 to 3 things. That is, the first one is the text. Then after text, it's gonna take an icon. Okay, and it's gonna take a function here. Okay, which will be a null check, and the name of that function is on tap. Okay. So these all things are we going to use. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to return here the container. So we are going to return very basic container. So let's continue with the container here. Okay. So we will make sure that there are some proper alignments in that inside our container. The first thing that we have to make sure is the width. Okay. So what are the width? So let's make sure that we give it a proper width here. That is 147. Then height will be around 50. And right after that, we are going to give a child, and the child will be what? Gesture detector. We want to use gesture detector. We want to make sure that we get our function properly implemented. Okay. So here in the on task function, we are going to make sure that our function gets used on. Okay. So on tap, and I'm gonna also make sure that it's null checked. So this is the function that we are going to use right there. Okay. And after that, I'm going to use child. So child will be storing again a container, and that container over there will be having a decoration. So decoration. So box decoration I'll use here. Okay. Let's give it box decoration. Inside the box decoration, we have border. Okay, so border. I'm going to use border radius. Okay, so border radius here. Inside border radius, let's just ensure border will be having border dot all. Okay, so border dot all width will be 1. Then the color will add. Okay, so let's give it color, which will be colors dot black 54. Okay, so like 54 is a decent color. Let's add that color, and right after this, we are going to add for border radius. Okay, so border radius will be our border radius dot circular. Okay, and the radius will be 50. So that's what we are going to use, border radius dot circular, and then 50. After that, what we are going to make sure, we are going to make sure that we use this in height. Okay. So let me just get out of this container and inside the container and make sure to give it a height. Okay, 70. And what we'll do, we'll make sure that inside the child, we create another row. Okay. So obviously, row asks for multiple widgets inside of it, right? That's why we are going to use children. Okay. Inside the children, we will ensure that we have circular avatar. Now the circular avatar should be having about radius. So radius will be 18. Then what we will do, we will give a background color. So let's give that same color dot from ARGB. Okay. And yeah, what all are the values? From ARGB. What's with this? So yeah, from ARGB and set ARGB, we have to make sure to give the values to it. Okay, so 31, then 158, then we have 158, and again 158. Okay, so 158, 158, 158. That is the background color. Now inside the circle avatar, we have child, and the child will ask for icon. Okay, so now inside the icon, we will call for the icon that we are going to ask, and the series will be about 20. And the last thing that we need is the color. So color will be color dot from ARGB, and inside the RGB it's 101, then 0, then 0, then 0. Okay. So that's for the color. Let's add const variables wherever it's needed. Okay. Let me just minimize the screen so that we can properly code. Okay. So this is the circle avatar. Let me just format it out. So now it looks perfect. After the circle avatar, we also want to ensure that we use a sized box. Okay, so sized box. Now sized box will ask for width, that is 10. Okay, and after this width, so we are going to ask for. Now inside this text, we will again ask for text here, and the text will ask for style. Inside the string, we will add our text style, and this style will take color, as well as the color will be colors.gray. So colors dot gray. Okay. And let's give a proper version to it, that is 600. And let's give it a font size. So font size will be 40. Okay. So that is for the color as well. Let me just format this now. And so now we have successfully created our quick links part. Okay. So let's do one thing. Let's just use these quick links to make sure that these quick links are getting used properly or not. So that's it. And let's go beneath here, and yeah, everything looks perfect. Just make sure that we uses these quick links which we have created. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure that we uses our quick links. So right after this part, I'm gonna make sure that we have quick links installed into it. Okay. So let me just do one thing. Let me go here. And right after this, we have the carousel options, which we have created. Okay. And right after this, we will be having 2 or 3 more containers. Okay. Let's just leave that like we will be having document parts. Okay. So document container will be here. And after our document container, we will also add other documents here. Okay. So other documents container. And right after other document container, we will also ensure to add quick links. Okay. So now let's just do one thing. Let's add here quick links. So I'll do what? I use heading container. Okay. So for creating heading container, we have a class, but currently I'm not going to use those heading container. I'll just start with padding. So what the padding is insects dot all. Okay. And we'll give all the padding here, proper padding here. And right after this, we will add our child inside of it. Okay, so let's add child, and this child will be having container. Okay, we are just making sure that we does not have any issues here. Okay, so inside the container, I'll add height. Height will be somewhat around 50. And after this, we are going to add list view. Okay, so list view. Inside this list view, we will add for scroll direction. So it will be axis dot horizontal. So axis dot horizontal. Okay. And right after that, we are going to add children. So children will start with the size works. Firstly, I need to add little, height, sorry, little width from above. I'm gonna make sure that after this width, we uses our quick links. Okay. So now we are going to implement our quick links. Okay. Now this quick links will ask for text. So let's provide the text, which is my profile. Okay. Then we have icons. So icon will be what? Icons dot person add. Okay. Alt one outline like that. And after this, what we have on tap. So on tap, I'm gonna leave it as it is. Okay. So let's just keep our on tap as it is. And then we are going to just give a sized box here. Okay. So let's give a proper sized box. So size box. Now inside the size box, I'm gonna add width. So width will be around 25. And now let's again go with the size box. Okay. So quick link and size box, copy, paste. Okay. Now what we have done, we will add const everywhere, and now let's try to reload. Okay. Let's see whether we are able to get our quick links inside our application or not. Okay. So let me check where all we are getting our quick links. Okay, so you can see that here we have our quick links. My profile. Okay, so maybe we have added this inside a list view, right? So let's just make sure that this thing goes out from there. So let me fold this container and let's just do one thing. Let me just fold out this container from there. Cut and we will ensure that this comes through here. Okay, so let me just format this out. Now let's reload. Okay, so now you can see that we have my profile. You can see my profile right there. So similarly, we are going to create 4 of these containers. Okay, so that is my profile. After my profile, you have for it. Okay. So inside the forget pen, we will change to help outline rounded. Okay, so help outline rounded. That's it. Now we are just going to copy paste this again. And this time we are going to add what? About section here. So about. And inside the about, we are going to add info. Okay, so info. Similarly, here we are going to add one more. Okay. Let's do one thing. Let's keep that much for now. So yeah, format. Now let's refresh it. Okay, so you can see that we have 4 sections: profile, forget, and about. Looks perfect now. We have created these 3 sections. Now, what I do here is I also need to make sure that we have headings for each and every uh, these, right? So what we have to do, we have to create heading container for this. So that it will be very easy for us to give headings every single time when we are opening it, like what's new or something like that. Okay, so let me just make sure that we have this heading container above created. Okay, so yeah, we have our heading container there. Now let me just make sure that we utilizes that heading container over here. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just add quick links. So heading container, inside heading container, we have text. So text will be storing our UUICK quick links. Okay. So this will be quick links, and then we have the size here. Size will be somewhere around 80. Then you'll add a comma. Okay. Now let's have a look. So yeah, you can see that we have quick links successfully added here. And I don't know why this view all is coming over there. So let's just go here and set this. Let me check if we have view all. Okay, so I think so we have to align these properly, then only we will be able to get, this smooth things texture over there. Okay, because as you can see, it's not at all properly aligned here. So let's have a look into it. So inside the heading container, the first thing that we have created is we have used widgets dot infinity, and the margin also is proper. We have given the row, and inside the row I'll make sure to add main axis alignment. Okay, dot space between. So main axis alignment dot space between, and the cross axis alignment dot end. So cross axis alignment will be cross axis alignment dot end. Okay, so now if I just refresh it, yeah, you can see that it looks a little bit better compared to that, weirdish look that we were getting over there. And inside the column also, I'll make sure to add some main axis alignment dot end. Okay. Now, in this children, we have text. Text has the proper formatting, and after this text, we have equals to quick links. So if we have the quick links container, will give us the proper border and margins and everything. Okay, so let me just have a look. So inside this, we have container. A container has a box decoration. Inside the box decoration, we are given proper decoration. And we have padding. So padding is also perfect. And then we have the text, right? So let me just watch it. That from horizontal, we have 8, and from vertical, we have to give 2. And it will look much better. And you have text view all, and yeah, that's fine. That looks perfect. Okay. And yeah, okay. So this is fine. Let's just also give font weight dot bold. Okay, so font weight equals to bold. Okay, let's make sure that it becomes bold as well. Now, after this, what we have, we also have to see that what's happening if we give them a text. So yeah, if the text is not equals to what's new, then yeah, this looks perfect. Okay, so I think everything should be perfect. Let me just refresh it out. Yeah. So now we have quick links and what's new. Okay. This looks fine now. And now we also have to make sure that we add remaining parts. Let me just minimize these quick links, and let me just minimize these heavy containers. Right. Okay, let me. Oh, so this heading container looks perfect. Yeah. This heading container part totally stays in the end, okay, of the screen. And what we have to make sure, that we have other documents also mentioned. Okay, so let me just remove all those from there. And here we will add heading container. Inside heading container, we have the text. So the first text will be other documents. Okay, and the text size will be again same size 15. Okay. And the same I'll copy paste above, and I'll name it as issued documents. issued documents. Okay, so these things now looks perfect. This issued documents, quick links and all. Let's give it 16 and 16 so that, yeah, now you can see that we are getting it proper. Okay. So now you can see that we are slowly getting a proper, look into our application. Now inside each of these particular containers, we have to make sure to add particular. It's like inside this container, we will be adding different, containers. Let me just show you. Yeah. So inside this quick documents, we are going to create a container. Okay. This container will be having a height of about 220, and the height after height we're going to add list view. So list view, and right after this list view, we are going to add scroll direction. Scroll direction will be axis dot horizontal. And after that, we have children. Now children will be having size box. Okay. Size box will contain width. That is about 15 or something. So let's just keep it. Okay. And yeah, let me refresh it out. Yeah. Now you can see that this much part will be occupied by our very own other documents. Okay. And inside that we are going to add our remaining containers. Okay. So remaining elements. Okay. So these will be storing our remaining elements. Let's add a const here. Let me just replace it with size box and what exactly it says. Okay. So this looks perfect, and same thing is going to happen right here, right above this few documents. Okay. So what will be happening? We are going to copy the same sort of sized box. Okay. And we are going to paste it here, but this time instead of 220, we will reduce the height to 190 here, and rest all the things are going to be same. Okay. So you can see that these are the two containers that we are going to store inside of it. Okay. Now that looks perfect. Okay, so let me just close this out, and yeah, after this container, let me just, wrap this out with adding. And inside this, we are going to ensure that it's edge insets dot symmetric. And inside the symmetry, we are going to give horizontal padding that will be about 25 pixels. Okay. Yeah, now it looks perfect. Right? So we have even added back into it, and right after this padding, we have given containers. So yeah, this is how our code is going to look like. Just close this out. Okay. So this is how our whole code looks like. Okay. So we have added multiple containers, documents, and everything into it. Okay. So let's just uh, move on into it. Okay. And ensure that rest of the code continues. Okay. So I hope you have understood whatever we have done, whatever we have created so far. You have any sort of doubts and queries, just let me know. Okay. I am making sure that each video contains a proper in and proper highlighted code, so that it will not be that much difficult for you guys to understand in which video where exactly we are dealing. So like this video was all about homepage. Next video will be also focused on homepage. So the next video on homepage will be completed. And after this homepage, we will be continuing and immediately creating our new pages. Okay. So I hope you have understood whatever we have done. I just upload the code right here on my GitHub. Okay, so let me just write day 4 and homepage. Homepage sections. So let me add homepage sections. Sections. Okay. Let me just comment this out. Think. and I'll just go on my GitHub and I'll show you where exactly the code is getting published. Okay. So you can just go on my GitHub. It's right here. So this is my GitHub. You can just go and follow me out to make sure, get all the codes and updates. And in this, you can see this is the code which we have just now updated. Okay, so you can see day 4 homepage section. Okay, I hope you have understood whatever we have done so far. If you have any sort of doubts and queries, comment down below. Let me know. If you're liking this, share and subscribe to the channel. This video among your friends who wants to create such an amazing applications using Flutter. Okay. So I will see you in the next one.